MOM of Rocky Mountain Pro, the one and only Lockettes Champion Rachelle Riveter, everybody.
Hello.
Thank you so much
Yes,
for
round
coming
of
on with
applause,
us.
round of applause.
Thank you so much for spending your time.
For momship. Yes.
There we go.
Yes.
All right, guys, we're gonna get this show on the road here. Oh, we got Just Your Average Jen with the Rachelle remotes already in chat. Spam those emotes. All right, guys, we're going to open up the floor with you guys. I think we're gonna start with Maki Pins.
Oh.
You want to start off the round table here?
Yes. I have to ask you, as a wrestling fan, I'm talking to a champion right now. What is it like to be on the top
Oh, it's freaking awesome.
of the whole division, to be the woman in charge? Like, does it change you a little bit? Like, walking around with the belt, do people look at you a little different? Or is it just kind of like, I'm the boss, grovel?
You know, I think like it's a little bit of like, I was already the boss. You know, after I had my son, I was already on top. So like adding the belt, it's like, look at me now. Like I'm double winning. So it's like boss B all day.
And you have to have that kind of swagger about you in order to keep the belt and act like the champion that you need to be. Like, you have to have that swagger. That was the exact answer I wanted to hear. Thank you for that. That's what I'm talking about.
They go hand in hand. If you're a champ, you got swagger. No ifs, ands, or buts about it.
Absolutely.
You got it.
Oh yeah.
All right, Coastal.
So you have wrestled in some interesting matches. I go back to Aces Wild, and the backpack match was really awesome with Lola. What have you had a favorite match type? Like,
you know, I will say my favorite match of all time, it was with Ruby Reyes at Triple L, and she kind of had like a Freddy Krueger type thing going and literally scared the crap out of me. And like just some moves she had, I don't know what it was, but like I felt like the biggest like nerd standing in the ring next to her, and I was like, oh my god, like I'm girl fanning because I love you. So like that was my favorite by far. Personally.
cool.
Sunday.
That was kind of, yeah. Go ahead.
So my question, whenever we kind of have like an interview or something like that, the first thing for me is like, what got you into wrestling? What made you want to train to become a professional wrestler? Like, were you watching as a kid? Was there a certain wrestler you watched that you wanted to be like? What was your inspiration?
So for me, my dad actually watched wrestling a lot when I was a kid. We called it his soap opera as we were growing up. So I would always sit there and just watch it with him because that's just what was on the TV. I actually, as I got older, because I've literally done every single sport pretty much. I've done baseball, I've done track, I've done cheerleading, I've done basketball, like you name it. And I was just one day sitting watching Total Divas, and I was like, I can do that. I can do that. And my dad was right there with me because we were having him over for dinner. And I looked at him and I was like, I need to find a place that can teach me to wrestle. And the guy that he was working with at the time was already wrestling for Rocky Mountain Pro. And at that moment, I tried out and I was like, yeah, I can do this. But it was really like that moment. I was like, I want to do something that just made me feel different.
Like fulfillment.
Yeah, like a fulfillment. Because I did everything and I was just like, I felt boring.
You needed a challenge. You were feeling complacent, right?
Yeah.
I just felt kind of like here, and I'm a very much like, my ADHD is like all over the place. So like, I'm like, no, I got to keep doing things, keep it going. And I literally thought to myself, I was like, if there's one thing that is going to give me a challenge, it is wrestling. And yeah, now here I am.
Triple I.
So I have some questions, but I just want to make a comment on what you just said. When Sunday asked about how you got into wrestling and you saw, you got into Rocky Mountain Pro and you said, I can do this. You said that with conviction. You said that with no hesitation whatsoever. I picked up on that right away. And there was no hesitation and the confidence right there. And it's evident as being a champ now. The fact that you said you were brand new to the business
What's up,
X number of
Titus?
years
How's
ago,
it going?
and you said
What's
it
up,
right
Jet?
then, I can do this. Not even, well, I'll try. I'll give it a shot. I'll see what I can do. It was, I can do this. It's not often you hear that from people, wrestling or outside of wrestling. When you breaking into a new industry, sports related or not, wrestling or not, you don't always have that same conviction or that same confidence. And so I picked that up, and that's pretty awesome,
Thank you.
So absolutely.
Now your question,
So-
sir.
Yeah, I was getting there, Johnny. Don't you worry. I was getting there. Okay.
Let's not
All right.
irritate eyes. He's behaving.
Yeah.
I know this
listen,
is a rarity. Like we have
Yeah,
him on a
it's a
good
rarity.
night, so let's not blow it, please. Like he's doing good so far. Like so far, so good.
Yeah.
Yes, I know. I give a compliment for once. My God.
He hasn't
Take
fallen out of his chair yet. Like we're off to a real good start. Like let's just keep it going. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So, with that being said, so obviously, you're a mother, obviously, and that can be challenging in itself. But also breaking into the wrestling industry, and in general, that could be very just even though you're very confident, that could be very challenging as well. Which one, I'm going to ask, which one is actually more challenging? And what I mean by that is with the wrestling, because you've been doing it for a number of years now. What I mean by that is reverting back to when you first broke into the business, and when you first became a mother as well. Which one's more challenging?
What's more challenging? Wow, okay, hold on. Let me.
He tends to make things much more complicated than it probably should be.
No.
That was like one question broken down
Yeah, it
into 26
was.
subsections. Like,
Do you have an outline?
But the same,
for
what's
that
more
question, guys?
challenging? Got asked 14 times.
No, I like to portray my words in a diplomatic way as much as possible. And if I stumble, then I will rework my words. Simple as that. All right. And
You
so, yeah,
portrayed your words as alphabet soup.
I'll do that next time. But yeah, no, my question was a very good one, I thought.
Yeah, we got Triple I in a rare form
It is.
tonight.
See?
So, I will truly say the biggest challenge ever, and I think anyone will agree, is being a mom. That is without a doubt, like, you want to talk about like nerve-wracking, stressful, like literally life-changing, stepping out of your comfort zone. That is what it is. Like, I have never felt so scared in my entire life. I have never felt so unconfident in my entire life, because when you have this little human being who's looking at you and who depends on you, it makes me want to tear up, because like it's so emotional, because I've always wanted to be a mom. And so when you just look at this human being who like depends everything, it's all on you. Like, it's all on you.
Oh,
Granted, wrestling's all
Jesus.
on you, but like in that moment, you're like, holy crap, like I have to take care of you. Like, you don't have, like, okay, let me back that up. Some people don't have to, right? But me, I have to. So I'm sitting there like, oh crap, I have to take care of you. And there's no instructions. And I don't have a coach. I
None.
don't have a coach.
Right.
Like, wrestling, you have a coach. You have people who
True.
can talk you through it, walk you through the business. There's no matter what book you read, no matter how much advice you get, there is nothing that prepares you for being a mother. And that, to me, like, even to this day, there's moments where I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing, because it's just, it's a lot. If you guys are parents, like, you probably know what I'm talking about.
Coastal and I both have children, and you're
Right.
absolutely right. When I became a dad for the first time, like, there's no instruction manual. You've heard things from people, you've read a book, you went to the class, I guess you'd say, but it doesn't prepare you for when it's your little human that you need to care for. This thing is completely helpless, depending on you 100, and you can't fail. There is no room for failure whatsoever. You know,
Make
it
sure you
gets
save
a
your
little
questions for
easier
later
as they
on,
get
chat,
older, but
because we're
then
going to
there's
give you
the
guys the
problems
floor
just
right
get bigger,
afterwards.
and the situations get bigger, and now there's even newer situations. The stress and the anxiety never goes away. You just do the best that you can today, and
Well,
hope that it was better than you did yesterday.
Yeah, and I can only imagine. I'm a stay-at-home dad to a 2.5-year-old. My little dude is my world,
Yeah.
and I can imagine it is stressful. It's nerve-wracking, but being able to center yourself and go through that has to help you in the ring, Rochelle. You know, when you get into a big match like you have coming up at Milestone, you have to. It's a way you can channel it. You can use the same techniques to channel those nerves, center, and go out and be the mom and be the woman at RMP.
I literally, like, when I'm in the ring, especially now, because like prior Rachelle Riveter, right, it was all about me. I really kind of like supported everyone else, and it was like, yeah, everyone else can do it. And no, I became a mother, and I was like, no, I can do this. Like, I've done all of this. So when I step into the ring, my only mindset is I have a child. Oh, sorry, that was my partner who walked in. When I have a child, like when I'm being a mom and being in the ring and having a child, like the only thing that goes in my mind is I am a role model. I am a role model, and I damn sure don't want anyone else to be a role model for my child. So everything that I do, including me being the champion, my son is going to look up to that and be like, no, my mom is who I want to be. Like, that's my motivation in the ring. That's every time I go in the ring, I'm like, yep, he's looking at me. Not LeBron, me.
No,
Mhm.
right. and you're absolutely right. As a parent, that's what you want. You want your children to grow up and look up to you and say, I want to do, you know, like what
He's
mom
looking
does.
at
I
La
want
Mom.
to do
Right.
what dad does. I want to do what they do. And having, you know, you being able to go out there and do it and be on TV, in the ring, a mic in your hand, in front of the crowd, you know, that's something the kid can look up to and say, my mom does that. That is awesome. Your mom doesn't do that. My mom does that. And I love my mom and I want to do that. To be that role model, there's no more fulfilling feeling in the world for your children.
Right.
No more feeling.
And last I checked, LeBron got his ass bounced in the first round, and you're still here defending a championship. So
Right?
There you go. There you go.
She's like, what?
that's right.
She's La Mom.
The mom.
Mom, right.
I like that. We're on to something there, Coastal.
I like that a little too much. Like, that is really, really good. It was some good shit.
That was good. I like it.
Oh, thank you.
All right. Throughout your entire career, you've traveled quite a bit since you started. What has been your toughest opponent to date as a professional wrestler?
Good one.
Okay. I make like weird noises when I think. I'm sorry.
Okay.
We all make some weird noises. Look at
Oh,
us.
I make a lot of noises.
All right, look at this kid. He's usually farting or something while he's sitting there. So little teeth clack is fine.
I honestly, to this day, my best friend, Ali Gatto, will always be the hardest component just because, like, when you talk about someone who can keep going and, like, just stamina, and you're like, like, it's a lot in that ring. Like, I can take a lot of hits. I can take a lot of slams. But, you know, I wasn't, like, trained to, like, run a marathon.
All right.
When you're in there, like, it's a different type of, like, and I'm like, when you just, like, won't give up, you know, and you're just, I'm like, gosh, like, you're tiring me out. So, like, forever to this day, because that girl can just keep going, and it's exhausting. It's exhausting.
You're like, just stay down.
I'm like, just give up. Like, we're best friends. Give up. You know I can't go this long. Give up.
So you know what? In that case, you find the closest foreign object and you strike her with it. You know.
She's not in the wake. She's not in the wake.
Oh,
Stop.
hey, I was being
that's
good
no,
tonight.
don't ruin
I was
I have
being
a question.
good
Don't
tonight.
ruin
Not
this.
in the wake. She
I have a-
doesn't do that.
I have a. I'll get to that in a little while. But grab the closest foreign object, whether the referee is looking or not, because you could strike your opponent with it. You know, your best friend. I get it. And you could either win the match, and the match is over, or it causes a DQ, and the match is still over, and you retain your championship. It's a win-win for you. So you can't go wrong.
I love it.
Yep.
And to add an extra part on that, who do you want to wrestle in the future? Who is that one opponent that you strive to compete with in the ring?
Do you mean like, okay, let me ask this. Do you mean like just anyone or with an RMP?
Anyone.
Anyone. Okay.
Anyone.
I could wrestle anyone. Anyone.
Anyone.
It'd be Becky Lynch.
Boom.
Oh yeah.
You want to talk about making noises? There you go.
I could sit and watch that for 15
Versus
minutes.
the
Yes, I
mom.
could.
Like,
The man versus the mom. Holy hell. Oh,
Yeah.
my goodness. Book it. Somebody book it. Somebody fantasy book it right now.
that'd be so good. So good.
And the thing is, you could both. She just became a mom herself, so there's a storyline right there
The
already.
storyline writes itself. She's out
Yep.
cutting a promo. Rochelle comes out, says she's the mom. There you go. It writes itself.
Yep.
It all falls into place.
Exactly, Miss Becky.
Becky's the man, not
Right.
the.
Right. Exactly. You get jealous of me. You're envious of me. So you decide to follow my footsteps, be a follower, and become a mom yourself. Huh? Just try being an original influence instead of a carbon copy. There you go.
There you go. Book it.
Who?
Oh, I like that.
Somebody
Book it.
book it.
Put it
Somebody
on my
book it.
TV for 15 minutes and give me a bowl of popcorn, please and thank you right now.
Oh, I'll give you the butter too. I'll butter you up.
I don't want your damn butter. I just want a bowl of popcorn, guy.
Oh.
Listen, I'd cut that crap out.
Okay.
So to kind of piggyback off that question, Rochelle, who is the measuring stick, in your opinion, in women's professional wrestling today?
Herself, duh. That's the answer.
Well,
to these.
I understand that, but
Yeah.
right.
You mean who else do I think of?
yeah,
like-
who else? Who else do you think could come close to the mom, as it were?
And like I'm gonna ask, like everywhere or like with an RMP? Who are you
Oh,
talking?
everywhere. Everywhere.
Okay. Someone who I think is honestly up there with me right now, I'd say Bianca Blair. She's
Yeah.
up there. She could
Yeah.
be up there with me. I
That'd be
think
another good match, I think.
I
Yeah.
think just a good match as well. You know, we both were in track and field in our younger days, and we both have that mentality, that athletic competitive like mentality of like, no, I'm gonna beat you. Like, I don't care. I'm gonna beat you. So like that would be good.
Okay, we'll
It's
go.
the take notes mentality. Sit down, take notes, watch this.
Yeah.
We'll
So,
go back
can I-
around again, starting with Marky. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. That was coincidental. I was just going to jump in and ask one.
Well, you're welcome.
So, you've been a 2-time Lockettes champion, correct?
Yes.
Okay. The first time that you had the belt, you held it for, I believe it was 3 months. You've
Yeah.
held it now close to 8 months. What's the difference now? What's the difference with this Rochelle to the Rochelle that only had the belt for a couple months? How is this Rochelle hung on to it for so long?
Ooh.
Ooh. This Rochelle actually has a purpose now. You know, like I said beforehand, when it was just me thinking about me, like at that moment, I just don't think that mentality wise, I was strong enough to keep that belt. Like, I keep thinking that I just kept like psyching myself out on the inside. And back then I just wasn't ready, where now I have gone through some experiences. Like, I have been through the ringer, and adding my son on top of it, it's like you're literally a phoenix. Like, you come out of ashes, and now that I have that belt, when I got it, I was like, oh yes. Like, you know what I do when I come home? Like, every time I have the belt, I bring it out, and my son gets to like gaga over it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
You think I want to take that away from him? Absolutely not. Because I'm like, that's right. I get to bring that home, and you love it. You're welcome.
That
But
is strong motivation right there to keep that
Mhm.
belt around your own waist and stay the women's champion. Absolutely. Now,
Yeah.
one quick follow-up. Do you think it's harder to be the champion, or do you think it's harder to go after the championship?
I think it's harder to be a champion. Because when you're a champion, everyone makes you a target. Where when you're just going for the belt, I feel like people kind of put you under the radar. They're like, nah, sure, I'm not focused on you. And now I'm like, I'm number one target. Everyone wants a piece of this action. And they have. And look what happened. They lost. So,
Every one of them has.
Mhm.
Every one of them has.
Coastal.
So we are on the road to Milestone, and you have a big match at Milestone coming up with Unholy Trinity. How do you, as the champion, prepare for someone you haven't seen in such a long time, and no one has? So you're only going to get to see her wrestle in a handful of matches before Milestone to take notes and figure out how to counteract her unique offense. What's training like for an opponent like that?
I mean, not to kind of like keep it simple, but it's like I train like I always train.
Don't
Just
fix what's not
because-
broken.
Just because, she was the first Lockettes champion, like, 6 years ago? Okay,
Yeah.
cool. I've seen that. And yes, you might have come back now, but just like you're a whole nother person, I'm a whole nother person. And I have been proving it this entire time. So I'm not going to do anything special for this. I'm just going to keep doing what I'm doing because it's gotten me this far.
Yeah,
So
Coastal.
That's awesome. No, that's the answer that I expected from
What
them all.
kind of question is that? She ain't gonna change her thing. She knows what she's doing.
That was a damn good question. I don't know what you're
I'm-
trying to do over here, but that was a damn good
He's
question.
You know what,
Yes.
Marky? He's trying to stir some stuff up, and he doesn't want any part of it.
Oh, look at you! The pot calling the kettle black there, stirring stuff up. Okay.
You stop it.
Hey, you save that for next week, big fella, okay? Save that for next
All
week over there. Don't even start that garbage. Oh, here we go.
Break it up. All right, Sunday.
All right.
So, as Coastal mentioned, you got Unholy Trinity coming up at Milestone. Milestone, biggest event of the year. I mean, a lot of eyes, a lot of focus. Does having it happen at some event like Milestone, does it change your thinking going into the match? Does it change how you feel about the match? Does it change your strategy, your mindset, anything like that?
So I don't know if you guys remember, but I debuted at Milestone for that Colorado Cup. And I was one of the last three, the only woman in that ring. And I can tell you right now, going into Milestone, it is such an exciting feeling to be wrestling where I debuted, but I'm the champ. I got the belt now. So for me, I'm coming in it as almost like bittersweet, like, oh, it started here. But then it's also like, oh, and my championship's probably going to keep going here too. So it's going to be
It starts here and it continues.
And this is where just the next chapter of the book is written, basically.
Exactly.
All right,
Like
Triple
that.
I.
Like that.
So, I had a question. Well, I comment. Yeah, I want to make things interesting again.
Yeah, here we
That's what
go.
I
Here
do.
we go.
You're giving Coastal.
We're gonna
he's
start
gonna
the timer
overword
at
us
10
again.
minutes,
Can't even
and
get 5 words out of your
That,
face. What's the problem?
I'm sorry, Chatcast. I make things interesting here. Sorry, but not sorry.
You
What do we
overword
do?
things. That's what you do.
Huh?
You overword things. That's what you do.
You underword things.
Bowl of alphabet soup coming up.
Yeah.
all right,
All
Triple
right,
A, go
yeah.
ahead.
So, as far as preparing for Unholy Trinity at Milestone, Unholy Trinity is the female version of Bray Wyatt. It's all, mystique and illusions and things like that, just to throw your psyche game off. When it comes down to it, you still have to perform in the ring. And right now, it doesn't look like anyone can outperform you in the ring, being the reigning champion for the past 7-8 months. Just something to remember, just by the way,
Mhm.
So that was my comment. On a completely unrelated
Christ.
note, you've been wrestling for a long time, obviously. What's, out of curiosity, the worst injury you've ever sustained during a match? Because I know this is not ballet. This is not ballet by any means. So
I mean, in a match, okay, so like, I didn't even have my worst injury in a match. I had my worst injury at practice.
really,
Oh,
Huh.
man.
So, like, okay, I was working on just doing like some crossbodies, and all was good, all was well. Well, my coach at the time, he just wanted to see how fast my reflexes was for some reason. And he like threw a football, and I went to go catch it. And when I saw the ring by me, I kind of like went to kind of like try to like grab the rope, but instead like my hand went through and my elbow like extended and I tore a ligament right here.
Oh,
Yeah. And
Oh.
like it literally it threw me for a loop because I was like, I do so many things. Everything that I've done to myself that's hurt me has been at practice. I've given myself my own black eye, my own. I was trying to be cool and I was trying to do like a front flip into a leg drop. And I ended up kneeing myself in the eye. And I told everyone I got punched just because I didn't want to embarrass myself.
Oh, no, absolutely. That's exactly
Oh, yeah,
what
yeah.
you say.
Battle
You should
warrior.
See the other girl. We had a great training session. You should see her. It's worse.
Yeah, she's in the
That's what
hospital
I
right
say.
now.
People are gonna know about now. But then, I didn't want to look like a little But yeah, that was the worst. Like nothing in a match. I feel like in matches, I'm so overly like cautious. So I really I think the worst I've ever had in a match is like, I might have like literally jammed my thumb.
Wow.
That would hurt me. I mean,
a stiff breeze hurts
that-
you.
that hurts.
It's true.
But
That's
Well, the
amazing.
only one that can hurt the mom is the mom, apparently. She's the only one that can hurt her.
Echo in
Yeah.
chat goes, it's always the little stuff.
Exactly.
Marky, Coastal, Sunday, Triple I. I'm going to leave it open for you guys. If you guys have any more questions for her before we go over the chat, feel free.
Get
Well,
a quickie.
Go
Real
ahead. Go
quick.
ahead. Nope.
Shut up, Rio. You've been talking
Okay.
too much in the last 10 minutes over there. Like,
You
People
used
like-
all your words.
People like
Yeah.
hearing me.
relax.
Easy
Take a breath.
Scrabble.
Little eyes. Where do you want to be in 10 years? Where do you see yourself in 10 years? We as parents, we always look at our kids and imagine the world in 10 years, 20 years. What can we make better for the kids? How can we make either their home life or just any... Where do you want to be in 10 years?
in 10 years,
Yeah,
I'll be
it's
36.
just an arbitrary number.
Yeah, I honestly hope that I'm at the top of my game in the wrestling career. Meaning like it'd be super freaking cool if I got signed by WWE, of course, because that's I feel like every professional wrestler's end goal. But I do see myself being there, honestly, and I see myself with my son, of course, just by my side, and not necessarily in a champion role because I mean that'd be rude of me to just say that, but it could happen. But I do see myself being at that top level of professional wrestling, and being honestly just that person, that my son, he literally, I want him to wear my stuff every day just because he's so excited about me. Like, he's like, this is my mom's stuff. I love her.
My mom has a T-shirt. What'd your mom do?
Show and tell. I want him to be like, oh, this is my mom's belt. Yeah. Like, champion. Huh? You know
Bring
what I'm
your
saying?
parent to work day.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
My mom can really beat up your mom.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, don't mess with my mom, for real.
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome.
Who else do we got?
So I want to go off of that question actually
God.
that Maxwell just asked. So if you know your dream is in 10 years, or hopefully less, obviously, is to be signed by WWE, they're not. I believe, and we all see this. WWE sometimes is notorious for, I don't know, lack of better words, wasting away talents, as we see. So
In the
you know,
last 5 to 10 years, yes,
Yeah.
they used to do a better job. It was different, but lately the product
Sure.
has waned in many people's eyes.
No, exactly, and very well said. Are you afraid?
Heck, I
'cause
almost
you know,
forgot
you're
about
very,
that.
You have a
Oh
great
my god.
thing going with RMP, obviously, but you obviously want to, grow more and prosper more. Are you afraid that if you go to WWE in X number of years, whenever, that they may just not realize your full potential, or see what value you can add, even though you yourself know that you have it? Are you afraid that they may not realize it? Because that does happen, unfortunately, sometimes.
I can truly say no. And maybe that's just the athlete in me, but when I perform and when I'm an athlete and I can almost do and show you anything, and I am one of those athletes that I come in and I don't play. So like you
Agreed,
could
Echo.
try
It still blows my mind.
to miss me, but you will know me, because if you're not looking at me in the ring, you're going to hear me, you're going to see me, I'm going to talk to you, because I'm going to be in your face. Like, it's not going to happen. I wouldn't allow myself, especially at that level. And I think that's the thing. Like, you're going into a high standard level of wrestling at that point. Why get yourself lost in the crowd? This is the time where you shine the most. So for me, when I get myself I'm like, if I put myself in those situations where I have to pretty much crawl my way out to shine, like, I will. Even if I do it dirty, like, I'm sorry, I will.
No, that's the fighter in you. You have to be. You're your own biggest supporter and your own biggest advocate, because no one's gonna support and advocate for you as much as yourself.
What the
So,
fuck, Mike?
I hear you.
Jesus
As Titus
Christ.
says, by any means necessary.
Yeah, no, he's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Sorry to interrupt, but we just got 25 gifted subs from Mike.
Whoa, 25,
25.
Holy crap, Mike. Wow.
Mikey, thanks.
dude. Thank
Mikey doing
you.
Mikey things.
Wow. Thank you, bud.
Damn.
All right. Who else is on deck?
Chester Coffee Pot. Sorry, whenever we get the gifted subs, I always go and look through the names and find name of the night in chat. There's always go with Chester Coffee Pot is so far the best one I've seen.
Chester Coffee Pot.
Oh, we got
80s.
we got Echo gifting 10. Oh
that
boy.
Echo gives 10.
Here we go.
We need a triple threat sub match between Echo, Mike, and Owen.
Yeah.
Who can gift the most subs to which channel? Thank you, guys.
Sunday, do you have anything?
I mean, most of my questions have been sniped from me before it got to me, but something
Such
I would ask
of people who know what
What's
they're
that?
talking about.
Yeah, exactly. So one question I would ask, a similar question was asked when somebody said, like, who in the locker room would you like to face? We recently saw Unholy Trinity face Dustin Urich in a match, male versus female match. Is there a male on the RMP roster that you think you could have a great match with?
That's a cool question.
Mm.
Titus, I think they
I
wanted
honestly-
to
think
one or two more
that
different people have to
if you
ignite the hype
put
train.
me and Parente in the same ring, I feel like it would be just like a bloodbath, because like I'm vicious and he's vicious, and like I think it would be just like awful but great.
We've been seeing that
Titus,
out of
book it.
Well, going
Titus,
right to
book
the
it.
top.
Titus is in chat. Book it.
We've been seeing that viciousness out of Severino with
Yes.
Atiba lately on TV. He looks like he's kind of like flipped a switch on the inside. Something snapped.
Mm-hmm.
And so, yeah, that could be interesting.
Thank you,
Oh,
Mikey,
yeah.
for
Watch
100
that,
bits.
Who wins that?
I guess to
Well, me
Anybody dare fantasy book
Obvi-
that? Does
obviously,
anybody-
too scared to
One of the
even-
two is a champion right now, and it's not Carente.
That's true.
true. I guess to follow up on that question, I know you have your match
Mikey
at
with
Milestone,
another
but what other
1,000
match
bits.
at
Look at you,
Milestone are
buddy.
you interested to see?
Thank you very much. Greatly appreciate it.
I know all of them, but which one in particular you're like, I gotta watch this one?
I mean, honestly, and I know it's not like just one match particularly, but the Colorado Cup, I always like to watch the Colorado Cup just because it's so many people that you get to see. It's not just one-on-one. You get to see all types
Echo with
of
another
talent
500
come out,
bits.
and
Holy
it's
smokes.
really a good
500,
time to
1, 2,
see
3, 4,
men
5.
and women
500 bits.
go against each other for this
Thank you very
title.
much,
It's where
Echo.
I started, and I love
Really
always
appreciate
looking
all
at
you
the
guys.
Colorado Cup because that's my baby. That's where I came out to. So I'm excited to see who wins that cup because that's just where it began for me.
So you feel like that match, basically that whole Colorado, that's kind of more of a stepping stone for a
Yeah.
lot of people to kind of like step up and make the name for themselves. Like the night before, the biggest night of the year, somebody goes out and takes care of business in that battle royal.
Oh, I mean, absolutely, because you have to think about it. When you're coming out, like you're going against how many people?
30 some.
So yeah,
Mm.
it's not one-on-one. Like you have to survive. 1 out of 29, I guess at that point. Like you need to prove yourself. And what better way to prove yourself by eliminating everyone? And you're the last one standing. Like I don't know a better way to prove like, hey, I'm out here and I'm coming. Like than to kick 29 people's 80s. Like, come on.
That's a fact.
Triple I see you poised for another question or a comment.
No, it's just gas.
No. I think, you've been champion for 7-8 months now. You want to, not that you need it, but you want to add another, you want to double your championship reign. I know a certain faction within RMP that has a bunch of champions right now. You'd look pretty good joining a bunch of other champions as well, and then having your back day in and day out, and extending your title reign to the umpteenth degree. Just something to think about. I'd like to see that. They have I don't know. They have one. No, it's just Dustin's girlfriend. They don't have any female in the group. So I think you should join that group and really just.
You think she should join the wake?
I think she should join the wake. You'd be even more unstoppable.
I think
No
she's
one's gonna
doing a
try touching you.
fantastic job by herself. She's standing on her own as the mom there. I mean,
I said that. I said not that you need it, but if you want some insurance, it's one of those things.
Mm-hmm.
It does lead into an interesting question. Actually, you must have noticed this at this point in Rocky Mountain Pro, that this has become faction TV. It's become faction oriented, where if you're not grouped, you're getting jumped. If you're not grouped, you're getting screwed over in the ring. Does that thought ever come into your mind? Not necessarily I need to join, or like I need to hook up with somebody, I need to get involved. But does it ever come up that like, hey, I should maybe keep something in my back pocket in case something comes up? Does that come into your mind at all? Or do you just kind of say, screw this? I've held this belt for so damn long that they're gonna have to come get me first.
I mean, let's be real. We can't always put our eggs in one basket.
That's
right?
true.
That's not how it is. So, of course, the thought came to my mind, and of course, I have a backup plan. As a mom, I always have plans because I have a child and I run my schedule off the plans. So, I have noticed it. Am I worried about it? No, because I have been the champion for this long, and no one would dare to touch me. Because if they did, we'd have a really big problem. But
they would have a problem.
I do, yeah, right? They would have a problem. But I do have a little something stirring in the back of my mind just in case people try to get a little frisky later and think that they want to triple, quadruple, jump me. You know what I'm saying?
There you go.
She's always got a backup plan.
Always good to have a plan B.
Hey,
Always.
she could. You talk about doubling Triple H. You told her doubling her goals. She could go after the Twitch title. The lady has it. The mom versus the lady.
Oh, yeah. That's a very fair point.
That's not a bad idea.
There you go.
Look at the wheels turning down there. Look at the wheels turning. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised.
And now we have the Wake versus 3 Ring Circus. You know, we got some faction battles going on right now. You know.
Oh, Triple I, stop.
You don't
stir in the pot.
I as the fan in me, just thinking of what possible outcome is going to happen. I'm allowed to do that.
You certainly are.
As a fan, I can do that. I'm not the promoter. I'm not the booker. I don't want a wrestler. I'm a fan. I can do fantasy booking all I want. That's part of being a fan. That's the enjoyment of being a fan.
It's one of my favorite parts is the fantasy book.
Exactly.
You guys got anything else before we turn it over to chat?
I think Echo is a little angry at me.
Well,
What the fuck should
He's
you
got
do
reason.
Echo? Oh, of course, Coastal targets the circus. Oh, here
Echo's
we go.
such a good friend of the channel. Echo,
I didn't say she should go after Echo. I said the lady.
But
If Bud's there, they're gonna lose anyways.
Oh boy.
you're really trying to piss Echo off. Aren't
Wow.
you? Is that the goal is to piss Echo off?
All right, chat.
No,
we
not at all.
have.
Echo is a great talent.
I don't know how long we're gonna have Rachelle for, so now is the time to get your questions in chat. What do you want to know about the mom of Rocky Mountain Pro, the current and reigning defending Lockettes Champion? What do we got? Okay, we got Echo still getting pissed off in chat.
Yeah, Echo, like he's such a good friend of the channel. He gifts.
I
them.
agree. I agree.
He sends
he's
in
a hell
bits.
of an athlete.
He played Fall Guys with me and Johnny last night on the channel. Like he doing everything he can for the channel, and then you go and try to piss him
listen
off.
To me.
Like, what are you
Listen
doing?
to me. No, I am reporting on facts. Lately, and sorry, Rochelle, I don't mean to hijack this. I'm defending myself. Lately, let's just say the track record of having Bud at ringside has not been that good. That is a fact. I am unbiased. I report on facts. That's a fact.
It's true.
Boom.
I'm surprised you know what the word fact is. You don't seem to use facts, but you know what the word is.
uses alphabet
everything he
soup.
said was correct. Literally, everything he just said was correct about how when Bud has gotten involved, the circus has lost a match. Those
Well,
are facts. That's a
But
true.
But
It's
the
in the
thing is, he
dictionary
says he
and shit.
reports on facts, though, but he doesn't.
And he
That-
just
that-
reported the facts of Bud Bellflower getting involved in the circus
I know,
losing a
but he
match.
doesn't-
That's
my
the
point
textbook
is-
definition of the word fact.
I know, but he's saying he always reports on facts. Do you agree with that, Marky? That Coastal
I
always.
disagree
Okay.
with his opinion entirely. Yes, I do about the weight and,
that's-
such.
and that's
yes, I
fine.
do.
Good question, Echo.
That's what makes this show great.
Ah, that is a good question.
Oh, shut up with
all
the
right.
bell.
Jesus Christ. Dear mom lady.
We have a champion in the call. Okay, she hears the belt. She gets ready to defend the damn belt. I do not want this woman destroying me. Please.
Yes, please.
She will, and I know it. All right. Stop ringing the bell.
Ding ding. She knuckled up. She got ready to
Seriously,
go.
stop ringing the damn bell.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
All right, thank you.
All right. Dear mom lady. This is in quotes from Echo.
Oh, that's you.
Triple I, shut up. Stop.
The final horse crosses the line.
Who is your Mount Rushmore wrestling?
What's What's my what?
Mount Rushmore of wrestling.
What's my Mount Rushmore of wrestling? So what has been like my peak of wrestling?
No,
No, like your top four.
Your top
Like,
four
if you had to pick
wrestlers.
Your top 4 wrestlers to be on
Either-
your Mount Rushmore of wrestling.
Either
Oh,
personally motivated towards you, or just the 4 that you most looked up to.
oh, okay. So,
This has
four.
been a common question on our show many times. The Mount Rushmore question.
I have to like put the 4 down here so that way I know correctly. First one, I just got to, I got to think about it. So the first one for sure would be Ali Gatto, just because day one, she was kind of the person that really just led me along the way, not only through us going and head to head with each other consistently, but outside of the ring. She just motivated me, and honestly, her being herself and wrestling, she kind of helped me realize like, okay, I can continue to do this. But like beginning, she's number one. Second person that I honestly really was like, okay, yeah, I can really do this, was when I wrestled Lainey Luck. I wrestled Lainey Luck at another show, and she was the first person that I wrestled outside of Rocky Mountain Pro. And I was so scared because I don't know if you guys know, but like when you are going outside of your comfort zone, of course, you're just like, wow, this is like someone completely different.
Yes.
But definitely made me feel comfortable, and it was just a really good match. She's a great athlete. Like, the girl has moves, and at the end of it, we just had a lot of respect for each other. So that was another one. Third one, I will say it would have to be with Ruby Reyes. Ruby Reyes she's been in this business a little bit longer than I have, and I have not worked with someone who was a lot taller than me and a lot bigger than me, and she definitely was. That was more of a challenge, but I did it. And when I knew that I could do it, I was like, oh yeah, like, oh, I completely got this. And she was great as well. Like I said, she was quite a challenge, but at the end of it, there was a lot of respect there, and she pretty much looked at me and was like, yeah, like, you're going places, like, you know what I mean? And then the last person, my top person that like just made it complete, I will say recently it was with Lola. And I know it's weird, but something about Lola, especially, that little one, she has a fire. Okay, she has a fire.
Yes, she does.
I have never been in the ring with someone who literally makes me want to love on them as much as I love my son, but then I also want to slap them across the face because sister. You know what I mean? But like, she has been like, it's weird because I've had so many people, but like, as far as top goes, like, she made me realize like, okay, like, I'm not that mean, number one. And two, like, I can work with anyone. Like, at that point, I kind of realized I could work with anyone, like any size, any type of person. Like, she kind of put it all together with me where I was like, I can literally wrestle anyone. Hence why I'm the champion, I guess. Yeah.
When you were having these matches against her, there was a chemistry there. Like, we've all been fans for a long time. You can kind of tell when there's two in the ring that are just going through motions, or that there's actually a chemistry, even though the characters are so far apart. There's a chemistry as the two were working together. Men, women, doesn't matter. There was a chemistry there with you and Lola, albeit an odd chemistry because of how different of, like, women that you portray when you walk into the ring. But there was a chemistry there. And I'm glad you brought that up with Lola, because there is that spark about her. And then you look at you and there's the sass about you, and it just melded so damn well. And I'm not talking about the backpack match either, because that was cool, but it was a little different. But then you guys actually the two of you had a one-on-one against each other, and it was good. You know, and we spoke about it. We did our show on Thursday nights after Charge. We do a show called Recharge. And we had all said that we wanted to see that match go another 5 to 10 minutes. Like if you two got 10, 12 minutes against each other, that match could have been electric. That would have main evented many shows. You know, have you had that with other people? Like, and I know you've mentioned Ali Gato several times. And I went back and watched your match at New Year's Revolution back from 19 when you beat her. And for the title, actually, no, I'm sorry. It was New Year's in 19 when you beat her. And there was a chemistry there too. Has there been anybody else that you've had that weird underlying chemistry where you just kind of look at each other and you're like, we got this?
I mean, honestly, like Lilith, there's something about Lilith. I mean, again, she's different. She moves. The thing with Lilith that's an odd chemistry there is that, like, Lilith is very, I don't know. I mean, you guys know she's creepy, number one.
Oh yeah.
You know, she's very just like slow, but like she stalks me and it's weird, but like it's just something there. Like when you mix fire and fire, because she does have a little fire edge to herself. I mean, look who she hangs out with. Number one. Like,
that's true. There is some scary cats over there.
Yeah, you know, putting us together. There's a odd chemistry there too with me and Lilith. Hence why I think, I mean, not as tag team partners though. As we clearly saw, there's no chemistry as tag team partners there.
No, that doesn't work.
That should never happen. But like against each other, like there's a flow there, but like together working as a tag team partner, like absolutely not. No.
Where she is creepy, does she pull a different side of you out? Do you go to a darker place when you wrestle her to try and match the mood that she carries into the ring?
Kind of. I mean, for her though, it's more of a.
Don't worry, chat. I have your questions.
I don't know if you guys. It's kind of like a voodoo kind of sense that I get from her, almost like as if she's gonna like make a doll out of me later and like.
I get that.
I can get that. Yeah.
So like when I'm in there, like it's not like I go to like this dark place like, oh, I got a doll of you too. Like, no, I don't do that. But it's more of like, okay, like I might have not have seen some of the things you've seen, but I've been through my own stuff and I guarantee you that you have not given childbirth, so I've already one-upped you. Let's go. Like, that's how I see it.
Fighting her fire with your own kind of fire.
Yeah.
Exactly.
All right.
Exactly.
We have a question from Jet1294. Who is your dream match opponent out of the women's wrestling? Okay. I got to rephrase this one.
Yes.
Who is your dream opponent for that you're shooting for, I guess, for the past and present?
He's
I think
asking
that's what it says,
who is
yeah.
your dream match opponent, past, present, in the history of wrestling?
Yeah, so we already know,
If you could
like
wrestle.
present.
Yeah.
She already had that question of Becky Lynch. So is there a somebody you watched growing up, somebody I don't know if you've watched even before your time, stuff like that. Like if I said my dream match was Randy Savage,
butchered that. My bad.
Yeah.
Mine's Santino Marella.
That
works.
makes so much sense. So much friggin' sense, guys.
Is it Santina or Santino?
I'll take
that
the
you
vote.
want? Okay.
I think honestly, like if we go into past, like Mickey James would definitely be another good one that I think I would love to be in the ring with. Just
even today that would be a heck of a match.
Still possible, actually.
Yeah, she's 40 some odd years old and still tearing it down. So
that woman is just absolutely beautiful, and literally, she is who I want to be when I grow up.
That's pretty good measuring stick to put on yourself. It really is.
Absolutely.
All right, we have Echo again in chat. Over the years, I have traveled to many states and countries. For all the places you have been, where would you like to travel and compete in? Boom, curveball.
I would honestly love to go to Japan.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Like, that would be just awesome. Especially, too, in Japan, it's so different. Like, wrestling there, like, granted, wrestling is just an art in general, but the way they watch it and the way, like, it's a true performance. Like,
Yes.
it's not like a, get him! Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be just like a dream.
I'm a big New Japan guy. I love watching Japan wrestling, and I have a kind of a thing to piggyback off that. You're talking about like where would you like to go and compete? With the rise of all women's promotions like Stardom, and then you have Mission Pro Wrestling down in Texas with Thunder Rosa helping to run that. Is that a place the mom would like to go and cement the next part of her legacy?
Absolutely. Yeah. I definitely think that I am starting to make some waves around, and that's definitely some next stomping grounds that I do want to head on into. Gotta make my mark,
Well, you made your mark. We're talking about cementing a legacy.
Oh, yes. You know what? I like you. I like
Well, that makes one of us.
Again, I reported the facts.
Yes, you report facts. Yes, that's right.
Yeah, a
Right.
lot of the talent is starting to grow on Coastal for a bit here. What else do we
Likeable
got
dude.
here?
What?
I said I'm a likable dude.
Yeah, I was gonna bring Shimmer up as well.
Yeah.
That's
Depend-
That's
Yeah,
true,
depends who you're
very
talking
much,
to.
yeah.
So, if you could go to any of the big, goddamn,
I think he means.
Yeah,
Sick
I
Big
know.
Boy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
if you could go to any of the big boy companies, what one would you like to compete in?
If I can go to any of the big boy companies, like right now,
If you can go to any one.
if I could go to anyone right now, obviously it would be. You know what? No. You know what? No.
We're changing it up. Here we go.
It would be AEW.
Yeah.
Oh my fucking
What?
god.
Sorry.
I personally, I like AEW, and I know people in AEW and just the reputation and the way that they treat their people and just all around, like that's a big boy company that I would want to be a part of, right? Meow. Like I think the mom
Right
would
now.
right meow on there.
What about a Ring of Honor? What about a Ring of Honor or an Impact?
I mean, Impact, yeah, like, of course. Ring of Honor, yes. Okay, so Ring of Honor, yes and no. I think Ring of Honor would be great, but right now, I don't think that I could personally make that jump and move that far, if that makes sense. Like up and move all
I
the
was
way
gonna say physically
Yeah.
move or professionally.
like physically.
Yeah, because they're in
That's
Baltimore, I
across the
believe.
country.
right?
That's Baltimore.
Yeah. Like I don't think I could really like up and go right now. But like
AEW's in Jacksonville and Atlanta, right?
yeah, but like they have talent that
Jacksonville, yeah.
I like, I wouldn't have to like move over there. But I don't think I have to move over to ROH either.
Yeah, because Sledge lives out
Yeah.
in Vegas or California, I think.
Yeah, because I mean, a lot of the stuff is like TV where they tape four or 5 shows at once. I've been to a ROH TV taping before.
Oh
And,
yeah,
you know,
yeah.
They do that same like 4 or 5 shows at once, and then they probably have a run of house shows here and there, and then they do their pay-per-view. So it's I mean, I bet you I don't know how their schedule works now and how COVID's affected it, but I don't think it's not like they're on the road 200 plus dates a year.
Yeah. And honestly, I mean, like I said, just right now, personally, like I wouldn't want to be with WWE like right now. I think that give it a couple years to kind of figure out what it's doing over there. You know, I don't know what's happening, and
Things seem very chaotic over there in the last
Mhm.
year or two, with people losing their jobs and all kinds
Last
of
week.
stuff.
Yeah.
And you know, I'm sure the
Yeah.
pandemic assisted all of these things that have happened, but this is the reality of what we're living in now. So you have to make intelligent decisions for like right now. And
yeah,
it seems entirely too chaotic over there.
yeah.
Rochelle, you said AEW. Ready for this? MOM versus DMD.
I like it.
Yeah. See?
I like
He-
it.
He thought of that like 4 days ago. He's just been
No.
waiting to say that.
No, I'm just
Rochelle,
stating
I
facts.
think you have a
I'm
new
just
number
stating
one
facts.
fan.
Yeah.
I absolutely love that. I mean, yeah, that right there, pay-per-view.
It would
Oh,
be.
Mhm.
absolutely. Absolutely. That's what I was talking about earlier, though, Rochelle. Like, you know, when I asked a question, you know, about would you, you know, if you went to WWE, would you fear that they would potentially waste your talents away, or you know, things of that nature? So that's what I'm talking about, and I like the answer you gave, but I feel personally, you know, like, you know, if you went to AEW, like, I feel like your talents would be showcased. You know, it would be showcased and it would be wasted down the toilet. Not saying they would do that with WWE, but it just, you know, it reinvigorate. You know, you don't want to lose your passion for the business. You don't want to lose your passion for and your love for professional wrestling. And I was telling the guys this earlier, of, you know, a few weeks ago. You know, watching RMP has reinvigorated and rejuvenated my love and passion for professional wrestling. And before I started watching RMP, AEW did that for me, because we were just pigeonholed to one promotion, and it was the same old BS over and over again. We're sick of it. You know, as wrestling fans, we're sick of it. And then AEW came along, thank God. And then I started watching RMP as well. So for me personally, between AEW and RMP, my love for professional wrestling, which I started when I was 8 years old, it's like the 8-year-old kid in me again, you know?
Yeah.
So I feel like that would do that for you if you went to, you know, potentially went to AEW.
Yeah, I mean, or Impact Wrestling. Like, I would love to be over there as well. Like,
They got a very good women's division as well.
The mom versus the virtuosa. Is that what Deanna Purrazzo is?
Oh,
I think it would just, like, over there too, like, especially being with like D'Lo and all of that. Like, I think it would just be really a really good experience for me as well. Like you said, like, showcasing my talents. Like, I think that would be another good place as well.
All right,
I think you touched on it. Sorry to interrupt, Johnny.
No,
You
it's
touched
okay,
on
go
it when
ahead.
you talked about why you would have picked AEW. It's a culture thing. In the sport of professional wrestling, it has to be a big motivator to be in a company like RMP or like AEW where the culture is so good.
Oh, I could tell you right now, like, RMP, our culture is family. Like, there is, I don't even care. Like, AEW has nothing on our culture. Like, our culture,
That's awesome.
you are true family. Oh my gosh, I think my man's phone's going off. I'm gonna turn this on really quickly because that's rude.
I do dig the X-Men theme song though from the 90s.
Such nerds. But yeah, I honestly,
That was some serious nerdy shit to be able to pick that up right there.
Yeah,
there you go.
Dude, that's the intro, man. Da-na-na-na.
Boss nerd.
Then you go Wolverine and then Gambit, Rogue, and then there's a big I'm a dork.
that's how
oh,
we
we
roll
know.
household. So yeah. But yeah, I like RMP is my home. Like, all the girls, let me tell you something. All the girls, no matter how much we got on each other's nerves, like, you don't mess with us, like, outside of RMP. Like, we are family, we're sisters. All the guys, like the coaches, that atmosphere right there, you're spoiled. Like, you're getting spoiled in the wrestling industry coming into RMP, because when you step out of RMP, you're like, so, like, what? You guys hate each other a little bit? Like, what? Like, you know, there's no drama. There's no, there's no bull crap with RMP. It's very professional. They just want to see the best in you, and they care. They genuinely care. Like, there's so many people who just don't care anymore. And that's one thing that RMP will never, ever be. They'll never be like the other guys because we're something different, obviously.
And we've noticed that just in the short amount of time that we've been, kind of affiliated with you guys and doing the show and talking with Titus and Mercury and Bud and everybody else, that it seems extremely close-knit, characters aside and everything else. Everybody seems to generally just care, putting on the best show possible, putting on the best performance possible. And you can't ask for much more than that. Because if there's any drama behind the scenes, like, have you seen it? Does that every once in a while, if there is some garbage back in the locker room or whatever, that carries out to the ring, and that can influence a performance, screw it up, make it worse. Somebody's throwing a potato, stupid stuff. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like, have
That's
you
how
seen
people get
any
hurt.
of that? Right.
So for us at RMP, we handle things very simple. Like, if we have some beef that's going outside of the locker room,
Jed, I have your question.
literally,
Echo, I have
it's
your
like
question as well.
you just hit him a little bit harder.
This is typically
than you
how it
normally
goes. We have
would.
Chad ask a question, and then these
Yeah,
guys
a
end
little
up
harder. And then you're like,
piggybacking
"I love
off
you."
of your questions. So
Oh my God.
we'll get through all your questions.
It's like a hockey fight. You shake hands and then it's done.
They beat the
Yeah,
crap out of
that's
each other, then they're talking about where they're going to get beers as they skate to the box.
exactly like we squash things. It doesn't even travel. Like, we're just like, yeah, you're gonna feel this, okay? You're gonna feel it, and then afterwards, we're gonna hug, make up, we'll get a beer, and we'll call it a day.
And it's over. Squash.
Mhm.
Good.
Mm-hmm.
All right, where is the next question? Jed again, do you feel Rocky Mountain Pro would benefit from creating a Lockettes tag title?
Oh,
That's
yeah.
an interesting question.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay. So, like, I've honestly been wanting us to have a tag team division, but obviously, like, our Lockettes, we don't have obviously a lot of Lockettes, right? But I do think that, yeah, Rocky Mountain Pro would definitely benefit from having a women tag team division because it just showcases us more as women what we can do. And we haven't had that, I don't think, ever in Rocky Mountain Pro, a woman tag team division.
It would be interesting. Have
Mhm.
some new dynamics, some new people pairing with each other, and even
Who
maybe
would-
some more natural tag teams that
Yeah.
would come up instead of, individuals paired together. You'd actually have a pair of women that have been wrestling together for 4 or 5 years. They know each other. They got the chemistry down.
So,
Mhm.
so that begs the question, Rachelle. Who would your tag team partner be if there was a
Hot spot.
if there was a Lockettes tag team division and you want to be a double champ, you want to be the Lockettes champion, the Lockettes tag champ, who's your tag team
Rachelle, 2
partner to go
belts.
after those belts?
Yeah, Rachelle, 2 belts.
My tag team partner, honestly, would be
Aligato?
yeah.
Yeah.
Allie,
She would
That-
be like,
that would be scary. That would be a
Like-
scary good team.
It would
could
be.
you imagine Allie and I tag teaming? Like, we would be dominance, like the ultimate milk squad. Like, love it. Mhm.
That's
That would
awesome.
Dominate.
All
That
right.
would.
Echo. So, Mom Lady.
He likes to call you mom lady. What's up with that?
Mom lady.
Yep. It's
He's
clear.
he's being polite.
It's clear you are not a faction person. Sorry. But out of the factions in RMP, back into a wall, had to join one. Which
Oh.
faction would you join?
Oh, this is good.
I feel like it's obvious. It would be the wake.
Oh, I told you. I told you.
Oh, you're gonna break Echo's heart.
I'm sorry, but like, champs stick together.
It's a
and-
business decision. You do what's best for business.
Exactly. And I know Damon and Dustin would be having my back too, so
That's right.
that's right.
They
They'd be
would.
like,
Both upstanding gentlemen.
exactly.
Well, I think we
All right,
can
now you're pushing.
automatically take out Legion out of the picture because even from what I see on TV,
Yeah.
I don't think you would fit with Legion too well.
No. No. No, that's like my child's nightmare, like characters all in one. Absolutely not. Mm-mm.
How do you feel about having Bud Bellflower as your manager?
Absolutely not.
Oh my god.
No, 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 no.
Why?
Oh.
What is it? What is it about Bud?
I can't. He is sarcastic. He talks too much. He just
Oh, so he's
He's
triple
like-
I.
So
He's
Triple
like
I,
my-
exactly.
he's like so much in one. Like it would drive me crazy. He would try to overtalk me. He would try to literally big dog me. Like big dog me. And I can't have that. Like I don't want to deal with that. That's too much drama. That's too much in one person to handle. I already have to take care of one child. I don't want to have to take care of another child that's twice the size. No, thank you.
Well, there is one other possible manager that could be on RMP. Do you think if Titus ever came out of retirement, how would you feel about working with Titus?
I definitely think that Titus would definitely mesh well with the MLM.
I think you're
Because
right.
he would, in his own words, I mean, by all means necessary, he
There
would
it
make
is.
sure
There it
that
is.
stay at the top.
Mhm.
And that's exactly what I would want.
There's a lot of people that say that about Titus. I don't know if he understands the level of respect that he gets. He may not be shown it all the time, but I think
Yeah.
there's a lot more people that respect him behind that curtain
There's
as
gonna-
one of the better managers and a great talker and somebody that would go to bat. I think there's a lot more than he realizes.
Oh yeah, and he has this mindset, and you want someone that's going to literally do whatever it takes to make sure that you're on top. Like I'm not saying like, you know, you need someone who's loud and obnoxious to like distract someone. No, you need someone who has it up here and who knows the business. He has all of it. He has all of it. Now add me, and it's like 100%. You know.
Mhm.
Sold me. I love it.
Hey Johnny, can we talk about Supercharged? That happened?
I don't have an answer for you.
Okay, then I won't.
Not until I hear otherwise.
Okay.
Jet1294, how did it feel winning your first Lockettes title?
Oh, it felt absolutely amazing. When I won my first Lockettes title, it was one of those, like, I've been waiting for this moment, you know? And I finally got it, of course. And in that moment, it was just kind of like, all right, like, you really are good enough. Is what the feeling was. I was good enough to be the champion, and I was good enough to beat everyone at that moment. And that was like the exact feelings that ran through my mind.
So I have one actually, outside of Rocky Mountain Pro, obviously. What has been your favorite place to wrestle so far? What independent organization? What state? What town? What has been your favorite thus far in your career?
I really love Triple L. Triple L is a independent promotion out here in Denver, and they always have like comedians there too. So if you're ever like ticked off, you could just have someone go make you laugh real quick, and then you're like in a better mood. But I just love that promotion. I love the guy Nick Gossard there. He's a really stand-up guy, like one of the most genuine people you'll ever meet. And yeah, it's always been my favorite promotion. Like it was the second promotion that like brought me in and literally like didn't even know much about him. I was just like, hey, come on in. And it was great. I love it. It's my absolute favorite promotion outside of RMP, of course.
Naturally.
The official
Or-
word is
Obviously.
no,
Okay.
because we got something planned for that in a couple weeks.
No worries.
Sorry to interrupt. I didn't know if you were still going. Michelle.
Oh, no.
Oh,
No,
okay. Okay.
I was done.
You guys have anything?
So I got one. We had a little talk about factions and who you join or whatever. How about this one? If you were to start a faction in RMP right now, that you to compete with the likes of Three Ring Circus, the Legion, and the Wake, who that's not in one of those factions would you build your faction around to compete with them?
That's a tough one.
I like the
Oh.
face that she makes.
Mm.
I made the face.
She makes one of the best faces. Best thinking faces.
My thinking face. Okay, so I would have to do, if it was like my people, I would have probably Corrente. Reason being, he was in the Triumphant prior, so he has past experience with being with other people. I think I can fathom him for a while. I would pick him for one person.
Smart pick.
Yep.
Mhm.
Former charge champion. He knows what he's doing in there.
King of Charge.
Second, I mean, honestly, if they actually got along, I mean, I would add Atiba to the mix. Like, why not? Like, have two
Ooh.
Mhm.
next to me? What? Like,
Yeah.
absolutely. But I mean, that's if they got along. Clearly,
Yes.
they get along.
Right.
Yeah. They
Yeah.
get along.
You have to wait until they get finished tearing each other apart for a while, and eventually, if they ever shake hands. But that's still a solid pick too.
Yeah, like those two. And then if I was to add like one more person, it probably would be Filter.
Oh,
Mm.
that's,
God.
it's a doodad. Yeah, some size.
So that way I could get just like all three, you know? I
Would
got
you include
Corrente.
Libdo into the mix?
You know what? Yeah, might as well just add Lipto because they're together too, right? No,
Yep.
so yeah, we're gonna add all of them. Lipto, Filter, Corrente, all of them.
I
What
hope
would
they're
you
not
name it?
mad at me ever.
What would
It's
the
the
name
family.
be?
She's
Yeah.
the mom.
What would the name?
It's the
What would the name of the
family.
faction
It's
be?
just the family, right? I love that.
Oh
She's
yeah,
the
yeah, I
mom.
like
It's the
the
family.
Yeah, we're fam.
I like it.
We're fam.
The
We're
fam.
the fam.
Yeah, the
And
fam.
fam.
The fam. The
Fam.
fam. Yep.
Love it.
All right, Titus, book it.
Guys, look it. I know you're
The
listening.
daycare.
The daycare.
The daycare. That's awesome.
Oh, I love
With
that.
Stephen Corrente, you might need to be like the.
That would be so
You might need
funny.
to do some momming there to keep them from going at each other.
Oh my gosh, absolutely. I mean, I would think that if I had Corrente and Atiba together, like it would be me just trying to split them up the entire time, like in real life right now. So like,
There'd be a lot of "Don't make me turn this car around."
oh
Yeah,
yeah,
wicked.
Yep. Oh,
One,
the daycare.
2, don't make me count to 3, boys.
He started it, Mom. No, he didn't. He did.
No
I'll
more
smack
video
the
games.
both of you.
So, Rochelle, do you play video games or anything like that at all in your spare time? I know that you're a mom and you have other priorities, but
Oh, I do.
Parents game
Oh,
too.
you do?
Eyebrows to see that. Parents game too. Yes, we do.
Put the kid to bed, play video games.
what is
That's the only time I get my PlayStation, when my kid goes to bed, for God's sakes.
I literally, like, there'll be times where, because my child is very independent and he loves playing by himself. Like, he'll get his little cars and even like a doll and he'll be like, "Ah." So I will literally sit on the side and be like, I'm going to play some Mario Kart. You chill over there. I got my kart right here. And I'll just be sitting there with my Nintendo and he'll look and he'll be like, ooh, mama, "Ooh, mama," and I'm like, "Yeah, that's right."
What is your favorite
blue
video
shells.
game of all time?
Favorite video game of all time? I don't even think it exists anymore. It was Frogger.
Oh my God.
That's awesome.
Oh my
an
God,
oldie.
yes.
Bring me
God.
back. My God, played that
Where's
so
my
much when I was a kid.
2600 collection?
Yup.
That was my favorite game. Favorite. The anxiety you would get when you would cross things.
Oh.
Done.
First level or two, you're like, this game's easy, and then it's not easy.
Starts getting ridiculous.
I really wish, like, I was actually talking about that. I was like, I wish they would bring back, like, the original Frogger game. Like, I'm pretty sure that I would be locked in my room for a good 24 hours, just like.
It's
Because
like a game like Tetris.
Yes, I like Tetris. It's on my phone.
Oh, absolutely.
I have it for the Switch and the 3DS.
I still have my original Nintendo plugged into my bedroom, an old school Nintendo cartridge Tetris just sitting right next to it. I pop it in. My wife will fall asleep. I can't get to sleep. Tetris for about an hour, and then I crash.
Oh my
Love
God.
it. Love it.
I truly I love Mario. I could play Mario Party, Mario Kart. You know.
Mario Party has ruined friendships.
Yes, it has.
Okay. Yes, it will. But you can always mend them later by doing a new game.
That's true.
That's true. You have to win the game you're in first before you
But
can
there's
mend that
never an
friendship.
excuse for getting blue shelled on the final lap.
You guys got another question while I'm trying to write something up real quick for her? We're going to do something different tonight.
You're
What are
writing
we doing?
something up for her? What are you writing, like a report card or
You'll
something?
find out. Relax. Just keep on being yourself and keep on asking questions way out of context and adding way too many words into it.
We were doing that before you started clickety-clacking on your keyboard over there. We didn't know
Yeah.
what the hell was going on for a second.
My question.
I thought you were hacking into something.
He is. He's hacking the Matrix.
I could be. You know. And if I was, I ain't gonna tell you.
You evidently never played Enter the Matrix, the old video game, did you? No, you
I haven't
did.
played-
So stop it. You don't even know what you're talking about right now.
I-
It was
I
so
haven't played-
damn good.
I haven't
You
played
missed
video games
out.
for a long time.
You missed out.
Because you're boring as hell.
I'm sorry. I was too busy working trying to pay off student loans and grad school loans. My apologies. I'll never do that. I'll never make that mistake again.
I
Oh
did
my
that and got
God.
married and had a kid.
Round
Not the
of
grad school
applause.
thing.
Bravo.
I didn't have the kid. My wonderful lady coaster had the kid.
Look at you. Mom number 2 right here, my top right-hand corner there. Unreal. Hurrah.
I'm just a dude doing the best I can.
That's right, bro. For the first 6 years, I was stay-at-home dad too for both of them.
Weren't you gonna ask a question?
Best
Because
job I ever had.
I'm gonna give it to Jet because he's got one in chat.
Give it to
Okay,
Jet.
go
No,
ahead.
go ahead, please.
All right. If you got the chance to face any male superstar on Rocky Mountain Pro roster, who would you face? I think she answered that already.
Yeah, we
We
already
did.
had that one.
Yeah, we
Fair
spoke
enough.
of it.
Severino.
Severino Corrente.
And it would be vicious, she said.
Be a bloodbath.
Yeah, bloodbath.
Crimson masks everywhere.
All right,
Like at the
Triple I,
Boondock
continue.
Saints. It was a firefight.
Is that a Boondock
No.
Saints reference?
Yes, it is.
I love that. There was a firefight.
No, I
Sorry.
I didn't have a
Geeked
question.
out there
I
for a
was
second.
just commenting on your comment, Johnny. That's all.
Then go home. Why are you still
I
here?
am home. I am
Oh,
home. I'm right here.
Fuck. Oh, fine.
This is my home. I live here.
Crap, I'm only halfway done.
We didn't even know you started a thing. What
I
are you
didn't
doing?
even know I
Yeah.
started a thing until I thought about it 2 minutes ago. All right. I had plans for like months about doing this whenever we got the opportunity to have talent on, and now I remember halfway
All right.
through
Well,
an interview. so.
I'll ask a good question that we ask most of our guests. What is, Rachelle, your favorite all-time wrestling match to watch?
Ooh, my favorite all-time wrestling match to watch.
Better not involve Vader.
Oh, shut up. Oh, God.
My favorite so far.
Or is there an overall maybe pay-per-view or event
yeah.
that sticks out when you think of your past watching wrestling, maybe with your friends or chilling with your dad, like you said that you used to when you were watching it? Is there like a certain event that sticks out in your head?
When I think of like past, I think of Insurrection. When I think of like past,
Okay.
that
Mhm.
one. Probably just because of The Rock, honestly. Honestly, like, let's be real here.
Yeah.
Like, my dad just loves The Rock. Like, loved him. Loved him. So, I mean, but he actually, you know what was a good match? Him, Triple H, and Shane
Angle?
McMahon. Shane McMahon.
Shane.
That was a funny match to watch, honestly. Have you watched that one with it was Triple H, Shane McMahon, and The Rock.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That's a good one. And I like it just because I don't know why, but there's something about Shane McMahon that I just fucking love, and I love. And I'm sorry. Sometimes I have a potty mouth, but yeah.
We do too, so don't
We
worry
do
about it.
too. It's okay. We all drop a couple
Yeah,
here and there.
We don't back
here
you
and
'cause of
there.
you.
They don't call me the masshole for no reason over here. Okay,
Okay.
so we good.
Yeah, like that was a good one. I like Shane McMahon though. Every time it's just like something about Shane McMahon, especially now. Like that man, he can just drop off of anything. Like he could just, like he jumps off of any and everything, and it is absolutely impressive at his age to see him still do this stuff.
And he's the owner's son. He doesn't have to. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
you know, it's not like he has to impress anybody. He
no,
wants to.
yeah, it's not like he has to. Like he does it because he truly likes to do it, and it's cool.
Echo.
Yeah, that's.
I am almost done.
Yeah. Echo, just you keep doing what you're doing. I got chat here real quick.
All right.
So Echo says, Miss Mom Lady, what match made you want to be a wrestler? Was there one that you can sit back and go, this is it. This is what I want to do.
Or whether it was a match or just one wrestler in particular that, you know, you said you started watching wrestling, watching with your father, which I think a lot of us have a similar story with a parent, grandparent, whatever that we would watch wrestling with. There's got to be like that person that you just gravitated towards as a
Echo said match. So
I know.
I was reading Echo's question.
I know you were. I was just kind of giving her more options to answer the question with.
Yeah, because I can truly say, like, when I decided I wanted to do this, it wasn't a match. Like, I didn't watch a match. It was when Total Divas was around, and that's when we really started actually diving into women's wrestling a little bit more. Like,
it is true. It stopped being more exhibition, like all the, you know, like bra panties and all that other garbage stuff. And there was better competition in the ring. You know, just a better wrestling match. Please don't give me some gimmicky garbage.
It was
to make
the
all
hashtag
guys,
give divas a chance.
Yeah.
right. And it worked.
Yeah, and honestly, like after I watched that show and I saw, you know, some of the women on there, you know, obviously the Bella twins, like I just kind of looked at them. I remember sitting there on the couch and I was just like, okay, if these girls can do it, like I can. Like, and it wasn't like a bad way. It was just like, no, I could do that. Like if y'all got signed and y'all can do that, I can do that. And then yeah, I was just kind of like, okay.
And you were damn right. You could do that. Look at you now knowing that you could do that.
Right?
Hell yeah.
All right, I think I'm ready.
Finally.
All
What
right.
are you even doing?
You'll find out
I'm
in 2
afraid.
seconds.
All right.
I'm
Very
afraid.
cool. I love how this happens.
Just make
All
sure
right,
you
let's-
timestamp this one.
All right.
So what we're gonna do, and we'll probably do it next week too, is we're gonna ask Rachelle 10 questions, rapid fire.
Yeah.
Random questions. Doesn't have to pertain to wrestling. But once you hear the question, you got to answer right away. There's no thinking. There's no nothing.
I love this. I love
Is it like a one-word answer?
It can be, yes. For most of these, actually. So, Rachelle,
Yes.
you ready?
Yes.
And we start now. Favorite ice cream flavor?
Strawberry.
Favorite color?
Pink.
Favorite singer?
Beyonce.
Favorite wrestler?
The Rock.
Favorite wrestling coach?
Mercury.
Smart.
The way you said that.
It's what's best for business.
Favorite sports team?
Broncos.
Favorite place to visit?
England.
Austin or The Rock?
Austin.
Favorite soda?
Right.
And favorite RMP commentator, Titus or KD?
Ooh.
Wow, you're
Yes.
a wang. You're a wang for asking that one, bro.
I only said it because he's in chat and I know it.
I was gonna say, we have to work with him Thursday night, right?
We're going to try and do that next week, too.
I like that. I like that.
See, you should have let us know that you were doing that. We could have each come
I
up with a 10 random.
forgot. I
Well,
literally
well,
forgot.
couple- We have 5 of us. We each come up with 2 of them.
You are a
Yeah.
poopy head.
Yeah, we'll do that next week, now that we know.
I liked it.
Yeah, I want to add one to it. Number 11. What's your favorite movie?
Step Brothers.
Number
Nice.
12.
Yes.
Did we just become best friends?
I think we just became best friends.
To go do karate in the basement? Yeah.
What was yours, Mikey?
I said question number 12. Tea or
Yes.
coffee?
Coffee.
Got it, girl.
Oh, it's got to be coffee.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. I gotta survive, guys. I gotta try.
See,
No,
look at this.
Amen, kid.
We got chat going. All right, Jen, favorite cheat meal?
Cheeseburgers.
Yes.
Cheeseburgers.
Wings.
Favorite
Burgers.
food. Yep.
Gotta have burgers.
Favorite fast food joint?
In and out.
Oh, yes.
Do they have those in
yes,
Colorado?
Never been.
Yes, they
Yes.
do.
I've
One
never
nearby,
been.
we
I've
have
never
to
been.
have Dudes and Belts dinner at In-N-Out. We've never
It's-
been. It doesn't
Never been.
exist
I've
out
been
here.
in San Diego. It's
No.
awesome.
It
Yeah.
is.
Oh, you have had it? Oh,
I have had it.
What would you
Okay.
compare it to down here, man?
Nothing.
Okay.
Nothing.
I've heard the same thing, dude. People said that about Sonic, and we finally got a Sonic out here, and it was like, meh.
There's
Not
nothing.
Yeah, I'm
awful,
never a
but
big Sonic
See,
fan.
the closest Sonic to me is you guys in Maine, so it's great. I go once a
It did-
year.
it didn't catch on. They built 4 of them around here in Massachusetts within
Yeah.
the course of what, like a year, maybe year and a half.
oh,
And
oh,
within 2 years of opening, 3 of them were closed.
we might have an in at In-N-Out because Gemini works there.
Hell yeah.
Yes, there you go.
We're gonna find out when
Oh,
she's working in
okay,
Raider and do a
okay.
vlog there.
Echo.
All right.
I was gonna save this one to the very end. Rochelle, do you know what shelf milk is?
Do I know what?
Shelf milk is.
Is that like old milk?
Oh, whoa! Marty the Moth is rating with a party of 17.
Holy hell.
Marty.
Thank you.
Marty.
Welcome.
Marty, how's
Thanks,
it
Marty.
going? We have our special guest, the Lockettes Champion Rachelle Riveter on. Guys,
Marty.
what's up?
Hey, Marty.
Love
Marty.
Marty. He's a great guy. He's a great guy. Marty's awesome.
How's it going? Congratulations on almost getting married too, by the way.
Yes.
Congratulations. And congratulations on your stint out there at the Nightmare Factory. We're rooting for you. 2 days from wedding. All right.
Going nuts. Yes. The closer it gets, the crazier it gets.
Oh god. I learned that you don't play golf the weekend before your wedding.
No, she tends not to like that.
Oh,
So
well,
wait. I have to ask a question. Can we get back to the shelf milk thing? What is shelf milk? Is that like the powdered milk, the evaporated milk?
So apparently, and I know why Echo brought this
Shelf
up.
milk?
I know why Echo brought this up. So last night, when I had Echo on, Jen, there was a question about cereal, and she doesn't put regular milk in her cereal. I'm like, what? So she's like, I use shelf milk.
So it's the evaporated milk, like the
No, it's
canned
like the
concentrate.
non-refrigerated, like
Content-
almond milk.
Or it could be all.
Is it-
Appreciate you, Marty. Thank you for the raid, bud.
Some
Yes.
of it,
Well-
some of it doesn't.
Oh, really?
Really?
Good luck at the
No.
wedding
If
if
you
I
go to
don't
like
see
Trader
you.
Joe's or something, they have some stuff that's not in the dairy case. It's just out.
So it's liquid, but it's not like it stays good on a shelf in a box
Mhm.
until you open it, and then once you open it, you gotta put it in the fridge.
Is it like milk broth or something?
Jen
It
posted,
comes. It's like
Yes.
rice milk and almond milk comes in that way.
Jen
and-
Well,
yeah.
posted a pic in the Discord. If you guys
So,
want to
like-
check it.
Canada has that. No, Canada has bag milk.
Bag
Like when you
milk.
go to
They have
Canada,
bag
you buy
milk.
milk in a bag. Yes.
My
I heard
mother-in-law's
that.
Canadian.
We
She's
go
from New
bowling.
Brunswick. Yeah.
Right. My wife's family is also all from like upper backwoodsy New Brunswick, kind of very, very French Canadian up there. And we go to the supermarket or anywhere, they have milk in a bag. You buy a bag of milk, like a quart of milk or something, and then you bring it home and you put it in like a plastic pitcher. Like you just put the bag, and it has the seal that you just leave out the spout, and it's weird as all holy hell, but it's like custom up there. Like
Thank
we
you
tell
for the
them, oh, we
follow,
get our
King
milk in
Rick Live as
cartons
well.
or
Greatly
like in
appreciate you.
a plastic jug or something, and they look at us like we're freaking crazy, and we're like, no, you have milk in a bag. You're crazy.
Yeah.
No,
yeah,
but
that's weird.
I guess it's already like liquid form in a box. Like it's already liquid, and you put it like you can store it in your shelf or your pantry or whatever.
Yeah.
And Jen didn't say anything about an expiration date, so I guess it's all well and good. It doesn't curdle a fucking nothing until you open the box or you use it for the first time, and then you got to put it in the fridge. Me and Echo lost our mind for about a half hour, and Jen's saying like, I don't use regular milk for my cereal, I use shelf milk. I'm like, Jen, you're driving me nuts. What the is shelf milk?
It's my milk in a box.
See, now
My
I
milk
now
in a box,
now,
yeah,
now
yeah.
I thought that she would pour the cereal, because I thought it'd be like powder milk. So I thought that she poured the cereal and pour like water and then put the powder
No,
in
but
and stir it.
even
And I'm like,
powder milk, like you
What
make it in a
terrible,
pitcher.
ungodly nightmare are you describing? Powdered milk cereal. Ew.
well, no, that's what I thought it was at first. And then this whole half-hour conversation in chat about what shelf milk was, when Jen had to send pictures to the Discord explaining what the hell it looked like and what it was all about. I'm still mind blown.
All right. Well, Titus says it's shelf-stable milk, which means
Yeah.
it probably has some pasteurized process to it, which allows it to not be refrigerated until it's open, until like oxygen gets added right there. And
Correct.
Jen just said that one here that she has expires in September of 2022. That is milk that is good in your home for a year and a half. When I just bought a gallon of milk yesterday, that is expiring in like 5 days.
For real.
I don't know. Coming from a lactose intolerant guy, to be honest, I'm leaving shelf milk alone. Somebody else can be the guinea pig on that. Jen, is
Yeah.
it good? Like, can you deal with it?
She puts it in her fucking milk every day.
Yeah. So I guess all right. Yeah. I mean, does it mess with the Fruit Loops? Like, does it change the fruit flavors and all that?
Oh yeah, that's a no-no.
You can't mess with the Fruit Loops, and you better not mess with my tricks. And if you touch my
Favorite
Cinnamon
cereal.
Toast Crunch, it's
Favorite
over.
cereal. There you go.
Yes, number 13, favorite cereal.
Lucky Charms.
Ah,
Yes.
yes.
Love it.
Captain
I grew
Crunch.
up on Lucky Charms.
Oh.
I love
Oh.
the marshmallows.
Oh yeah, I ate that every morning, pretty much when I was a kid growing up.
Love that.
Coastal is a Captain Crunch guy.
I still eat it time to time.
I've become lactose intolerant, so I can't really do the milk. So it's,
Hey, Jen,
Do
still-
almond
I still
milk.
do
You
it.
can do almond milk?
I
Shelf milk.
shelf milk.
Oh god. Oh my
So-
god.
I've
So
tried the almond milk
apparently-
myself. I don't like it. It has a weird consistency. It's just kind of strange. I'm
I
not.
wonder.
really,
I wonder if like a vanilla almond milk would work.
See, I
They have like
Yeah.
the different flavors. Like if instead of just a base one, the vanilla one might
Dude,
work. with that.
chocolate almond milk is amazing.
They have that?
Yes.
Oh.
I just deal with it. I just eat the cereal and, I just make sure I don't eat a bowl of cereal before I go to bed because my wife will throw me out of the room. But I just deal with it the next day, to be honest. It's
So
working
just-
sometimes.
Yeah,
For
they
me,
have
it
the
caused
blue
that,
diamond
like-
chocolate
like
almond.
pain and issues when I have too much dairy.
So
you can take the
Welcome.
lactate pills too before you have the
I-
dairy.
Well, I take
Mhm.
lactate pills, but it's like if I'm having pizza, if I'm having like an ice cream bar, but like a whole bowl of milk, I think would be a little
Yeah.
and I'd be a little worried about it. Maybe I could try it when I know I'm home for a couple days and I don't have to go anywhere. That might be an option. But yeah, like I had an ice cream sandwich earlier today, but I had a lactate pill with it. I'm fine. Doesn't bother me. But like I learned of my lactose intolerance because I used to drink a gallon of milk by myself in 2 days. Like
Ugh.
I drink it all the time.
You
It
sound
was-
like my kid.
I used to drink a ton of milk, and then all of a sudden I'd wake up in the middle of the night having stomach pains, all types of issues. So I was like, what could possibly be causing this? So I stopped drinking milk for 2 weeks and never had an issue. And I'm like, well, that's obviously it. So I went back, I tried it one more time, said, oh, let me try milk one more time, make sure, it was it. And then I had the issues right away again, and I went, I guess I can't have milk anymore.
So Jen was saying in chat during this whole conversation last night, she goes, "Keep in mind, I was on pain meds and muscle relaxers for this conversation." Alrighty.
Right.
Titus, U.S. is weird having refrigerated milk and eggs. I don't know. It just tastes like normal milk. I just keep it in the pantry once open, 14 days in the fridge, so I rarely waste. Now,
That's true.
I still don't trust it. I don't care. I don't care. It's still blowing my mind.
I would try it.
Let me know how it is. I
I would
I
try
probably
it. As long
still
as there
won't
was some
try it.
Cinnamon
But
Toast Crunch involved. I would try it. I would try it.
as a lactose intolerant person as well, Sunday, I use the vanilla almond milk from what Echo is saying.
Yeah, it's maybe something I can try down the road. I'm still, I just been so far away from it. Like, I haven't even like had that taste of milk in.
Yeah.
It's been 10 years or so since over 10 years now.
Oh, damn.
Since I've had a glass of milk.
As far
Congratulations,
as
10
I
years of milk
know-
sobriety.
Right?
Thank you. I got a chip. It's
I'm so glad you said that.
Lactose
It's
free,
black and
10
white
years.
cow style.
Yeah, right.
All right, here is a question to kind of wrap things up here with Rachelle. I don't know what your time restraint is now. Here's one question to kind of wrap everything up. I'm sure you know by now that the dudes are coming down to Colorado for Milestone and all that stuff by now. Out of the 5 dudes that are here, which one do you think you would be best friends with out of the group?
put her on the spot like that.
Wow.
Pick her favorite. It's like having a mom pick her favorite child,
I know, I can't do that.
Even a mom has seen her child more times than she has met us.
I shouldn't say best friends. Someone who you see more getting along with.
Because we're the 5 best friends that anyone could have. We're the
Yeah.
5 best friends.
Did we just become best friends?
Yes, thank you for singing that.
What do tigers dream of
She
when
just
they dream
picked-
their little
she
tiger
picked-
dreams?
Anyway, that's great. I don't know. I like you all. I mean, why can't I just like everyone?
Yeah.
There you go.
We'll accept that. We'll accept
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, we're good with that.
I
if
mean,
you-
you guys all get along with me. I get along with you. It's like a new friendship, you know?
Exactly.
There's
John's
nothing wrong
up-
with that.
John's of the Sith. He deals in absolutes only.
Ha.
That's the plan.
So-
Just to stir all you
And I'm
guys
not
up.
even a Star Wars guy. I'm a Star Trek guy, all right? And I just threw a Star Wars out there for you guys. Live long and prosper, all right?
There you go.
Good
Review
shit.
and chat gonna pop up now.
All right, I think out of all that, unless you guys have any other questions in chat, I think we are wrapping this one up.
This has been a great show. Thank you
This is
for
a-
coming on and
Yeah,
dealing with our
thank you
bullshit
so
for a couple
much.
hours and, spilling the beans and telling us a little bit about yourself right here. This is an opportunity not a lot of people get. So it's very cool when somebody's like, yeah, I'll go talk to these guys. And we're like, really? Yeah. Yeah. Cool. Thank you. We suck less. Yeah.
Yeah.
So Echo goes, my answer is everyone, but Coastal Crusader because he's a clown hater.
And then Trek Review wants to know if Rachelle likes clowns.
Oh, you know what? My favorite clown is the It Clown.
Mr. Happy?
You cool with Mr. Happy? You and Happy on
Look at that face.
similar wavelengths?
Mm-mm.
No.
Don't worry, Coastal. Happy's not behind you. He's not.
Don't worry,
like
Costa. Mom will take care of
clowns.
you.
Yeah, she'll put a couple band-aids on his hand and just send him on his way, and
you
everything will
go.
be fine.
No, she
Yeah.
won't. Did you see
So-
who her favorite clown
so-
is? No, she's gonna put me in a rain jacket and make me a paper boat, and I'm gonna wind up in a sewer.
One could hope.
Ouch!
Or
fine.
so read,
I'm
read
sure
you a,
if-
so read you a bedtime story. You get like a full glass of milk and you'll fall nappy.
You'll just go nappy nappy and all will be well.
So
Yep.
apparently, here we go. We got the blame Coastal.
Oh, jeez. Here we go.
Hashtag professional weight kisser in
Professional
chat. Here we go.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
I'm using-
So Mr. Happy and Coastal have a very fond relationship since
Happy
we
is
started the
Happy's
show.
a good dude. As long as like I said, we'll have dinner. It'll be at a 40-foot table. I'll be at one end. He'll be at the other.
Social distancing.
I just want to meet Hot Dog the Unicorn before 9 eats it.
And
I don't know. I think there may even be some boundaries that even 9 wouldn't cross. I think that might be
Yeah.
one. I don't think he's
I
gonna
hope
eat.
so. I hope so. He said he was interested in
Hot
hot
dog's
dog
face
at one
doesn't
point.
smell like candy. Everybody
case
else.
you
when
haven't
he goes to
noticed-
eat,
In case you haven't noticed, Coastal has a phobia for clowns. He hates clowns with a passion. In real life.
No, I don't hate clowns. I would
Fear
prefer
them.
not to be in the company or general area of clowns.
I mean, they're not like the most best things, so I can understand.
And it's not even like the over the top scary clowns, like Pennywise from the new It. That's all right, yeah, that's scary, but it's the ones that are like Tim Curry in the original It, or
Mhm.
like Happy, who look like normal clowns. They're just off a little bit, and it's like you don't just feel uneasy.
Yeah, you're like, there's something wrong.
Like, would you ever take a cheeseburger from Ronald McDonald though?
Yo, for real.
No,
would.
that dude creeps me out.
Like, if he walked up and gave me a bag of burgers, I'm sitting and eating some burgers with Ronald.
Dude,
Like, we're gonna
if
sit here
And that's how
chill.
you end up with no kidneys in a van.
That's okay. I already procreated. My job is done. I've already done what I've had to do. And if that's how it ends, then I'm going out with somebody else with a smile on their face, I guess.
If cheese-
And I got
Some ham-
cheeseburgers
some
in my
ham.
belly. It could always be worse.
Yeah. If Cheeseburger gave me a cheeseburger, I would have one. You know. So,
There you
I got
go.
cheeseburgers. That's all I got. I got cheeseburgers.
Hashtag blame Coastal. Hashtag Coastal's fault. Hashtag tag team Coastal and Happy.
Oh, that'd be a hell of a tag team.
There
I
you go.
cannot get it. No, I am not 9. Nowhere near. I'm like 2.5. He's 9.
I see where you went there. All right. We'll wrap it up. Rachelle, it was a pleasure.
This was fun.
Very
This was-
much so, yeah.
Yes, thank you so
it was
much.
a lot of fun. Thank you. Thank
Thank
you
you.
so much.
No, thank you. I mean, you guys invited me, so thank you.
Yeah, but you actually
But-
said
but
yes.
you said
and
yes.
you
You didn't
like,
have
oh,
to
shit,
accept.
What do we
Yeah,
do
you
now?
said
Well, I appreciate it, and I would do it any other time because this was probably one of the best interviews I've had. It was the most fun, for sure.
Thank you.
Hey,
Look
that
forward to
means a
meeting
lot.
you in a
Thank
couple
you.
weeks when we head out there.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll be
Yes,
there in about 2.5
Cheers.
weeks.
Yes.
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 There will be beers.
Oh my god.
That's right.
There will be beers.
Lots of
I love
beers. All right, Rachelle. Chat saying thank you in chat. We greatly
Thank
appreciate
Wicked.
you showing up. And good luck in your match against Unholy Trinity at Milestone. I know we'll see you then, but we don't know how long we'll be able to talk or whatever before the match actually happens. So if we don't end up talking, before then, good luck,
Thank you.
and hope you're able to retain that title against the unholy one.
Well, very quickly, is there anything, if Unholy is watching this match, this stream right now, is there anything that you want to say to Trinity right now?
Oh, good segue. I didn't even think about that.
Do you have anything that you'd want to let her know? Hey, listen, are you sure you want to, like, do you have anything you want to tell her? Or do you just want to let her find out herself?
I mean, I feel like I just gotta treat her like I do my own child. You know, you let them learn the hard way. Because when you warn them over and over, you know, they gotta touch that pan and then they feel that it's hot.
True. It's true.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta
What
let
did
still
we
touch it.
learn? Is my
Feel the hotness.
favorite phrasing.
That's what I gotta say.
I like
Boom.
it. I like it.
All
right,
right,
guys.
Rochelle.
This was awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you for
You guys
joining
have
us.
a wonderful
Thank you
night.
so much.
Thank you.